Good morning, students. Continuation of molecular basis of inheritance. In the last class we studied about the search for the genetic material. What material is responsible for transmission of character from parents to offsprings, that is for the inheritance. Several scientists worked on that. Under that we studied Griffith's experiment. First one, Griffith's experiment is called transforming principle experiment, in which he used streptococcus and a mice. In the fourth step, heat killed S strain, he mixed it with the living R strain and injected into the mice. Heat killed S strain, mixed with R and injected into the mice. The result is mice was found dead, and he recovered living S strain from the body of the dead mouse, and they concluded that some transforming principle moved from heat killed S to R. Some transforming principle moved from heat killed S to R and changed R into S. And the biochemical nature, which biomolecule it is, whether it is a carbohydrate, protein, lipid or any nucleic acid, DNA or RNA, the biochemical nature of that transforming principle was not clear from the Griffith's experiment. Next, that was in 1928. Then in 1933 to 44, second set of scientists worked on that. That is the title for their experiment is biochemical nature of the transforming principle. That is which biomolecule moved. They wanted to know which biomolecule moved from S to R, heat killed S strain to living R, which biomolecule moved and changed R into S. Was in 1933 to 44. Was found out by three set of scientists. The biochemical nature of the transforming principle was found out by three group of scientists: Oswald Avery, Colin MacLeod and Macklin McCarty. These three scientists worked on this to find out the biochemical nature of the transforming principle. Which biomolecule moved from S to R? Biochemical nature of the transforming principle. Prior to their experiment, it was thought that protein is the genetic material. Prior to their experiment, it was thought that protein is the genetic material. So, for their experiment, they continued with the fourth step of Griffith only. So, what is the fourth step in the case of Griffith's experiment? In the case of Griffith experiment, the fourth step is heat killed S strain mixed with the living R strain, right? Heat killed S strain mixed with the living R strain, then they injected it into the mice. And the mice was found dead. This is the fourth experiment. From the same step, these scientists are also used for their experiment. So, fourth step, with the addition of one more. Avery and other scientists worked together to find out the biochemical nature of the transforming principle. So, they used the fourth step exactly similar to Griffith, the fourth step of Griffith for their experiment, with the addition of one more, that is enzyme. They used different enzymes. They used carbohydrate digesting enzymes, lipid digesting, protein digesting and nucleic acid digesting enzymes. Carbohydrases. What are those? Those enzymes digest whatever carbohydrate present in the cell. So, they used enzyme carbohydrases. Similarly, they used lipases, They used proteases. And what are nucleic acid? DNA and RNA are the two nucleic acid. So they used RNases and finally they used DNases for their experiment. They used different enzymes, carbohydrates, lipases, proteases, RNases and DNases for their experiment. So for their experiment they used enzymes. And they used the same step as that of Griffith. Heat killed S mixed with the R. So S heat killed. Heat killed S, they mixed with the R. So they purified the content of heat killed and they mixed it with the living R. For that, just before mixing, they treated with the enzymes. For the first step, they treated with the carbohydrates. So what is this? They treated S heat killed strain with the carbohydrates. When these cells are treated with carbohydrates, all the carbohydrates present in this got destroyed, or the carbohydrate present in heat killed got destroyed. So what was the search? Search was for the biochemical nature. So in the first experiment they wanted to know the biochemical nature of the transforming principle, whether it is a carbohydrate. That's why they used carbohydrates. So heat killed S strain, they treated with the carbohydrates, then they mixed it with the living R. To find out whether carbohydrate is the one which moved from S to R to change R into S, carbohydrates. Now when these cells are treated with the carbohydrates, all the carbohydrates that are present here got destroyed. And then they mixed it with the living R strain, and the result was what? Transformation occurred. Means what? R strains changed into S. If carbohydrates were the transforming principle which changed R into S, here the result should be no transformation. But the transformation occurred. That shows that carbohydrates are not the transforming principle, not the genetic material, not the biomolecule which is the reason for the conversion of R into S. Like that. So heat killed S, they mixed it with the carbohydrate digesting enzymes, then they mixed it with the R strain and they injected into the mice just to see whether the transformation occurs or not. So in that case transformation occurred means R changed into S. R trains, and when this content was injected into the mice, mice was found dead. Mice showed pneumonia and mice found dead. Next, use another enzyme, digesting enzyme, lipases. Lipases, same result. The result was heat-killed S strain mixed with lipases. All the lipids that are present in the heat-killed got destroyed, and then that they mixed with the living R strain and injected into the mice. Transformation in this case also occurred. Transformation occurred. Mouse showed pneumonia, mouse was found dead. Then these three cases. That is, prior to this experiment, the biomolecule, the genetic material was thought to be protein. So, for that they used proteases. So, how to write the experiment equation, that one? So, heat killed S plus living R strain mixed with the proteases. Same thing, whatever protein present in the heat killed S got destroyed, no protein, then that was mixed with the living R strain, and the result is transformation occurred here also. So that indicates protein is not the biochemical which is responsible for conversion of R into S. Next, they used nucleic acid digesting enzymes. First one is RNase. Heat killed S strain mixed with the RNase, and then the culture was mixed with the living R strain and found that transformation occurred here also. So these four steps indicate carbohydrates, lipids, proteases, RNase are not the biochemicals which are responsible for conversion of R into S, which are not the transforming biochemical natures of the transforming principle. Next, fourth step, fifth step, all these four over, observe this step, fifth step. Heat killed S strain mixed with the DNases. And then the culture was mixed with the living R strain. No transformation was found. That means whatever DNA present in heat killed S strain was destroyed by DNase. DNase is an enzyme which digests DNA. So whatever DNA present in this is got destroyed. And when this mixture was mixed with the living R strain, no transformation was found. That is, when this mixture was injected into the mice found healthy. That means no transformation occurred. Heat killed S, R has not changed into S. No transformation occurred. That means when the DNA got destroyed, no transformation. That means what? DNA is the biochemical nature. The biochemical nature is DNA. DNA is the biomolecule which is responsible for conversion of R into S. The one which moved from S to R and changed R into S. That is the conclusion. So DNA of heat-killed S strain is considered as the genetic material, because when DNA got digested by DNases and mixed with the R strain, it is unable to transform R strain to S strain. It is unable to transform R strain into S strain. So when DNA got digested with the DNase and mixed with the R strain, it is unable to transform R strain to S strain. So they concluded that DNA is the hereditary material. Since no transformation, they concluded that DNA is the hereditary material. DNA is the hereditary material. But all biologists, most of the biologists were not convinced by this experiment. So our search was, Avery and other scientists wanted to search the biochemical characterization of the transforming principle, and they concluded that DNA is the hereditary material. Next continuation, third experiment. The title is Genetic Material is DNA. Genetic material is DNA. So earlier experiment, most of the biologists were not convinced. For that, this group of scientists took a organism which is with only protein and nucleic acid, to find out among them which one is the genetic material, So the organism which is with only protein and nucleic acid is a virus. So these scientists, Alfred Hershey and Martha Chase, Hershey and Chase experiment, it is called Hershey and Chase experiment. They took a virus which infects bacteria cell, named as bacteriophage. So for their experiment, they took a virus which infects bacteria named bacteriophage and a bacteria Escherichia coli. These scientists gave a unequivocal proof, crystal clear proof, unequivocal proof that DNA is the genetic material. These scientists gave a proof that DNA is the genetic material. So their experimental organisms are bacteria, one bacteria E. coli and a virus which infects bacteria. Recall the virus which infects bacteria, bacteriophage. This is the structure of a bacteriophage. This is the structure of a bacteriophage. A bacteriophage is made up of outer coat, protein coat, we call it as capsid and the genetic material, like this. This is the protein coat, outer, this is the protein coat, the coat which is made up of only protein, coat which is made up of protein, and the genetic material in this case it is DNA. The genetic material in this case it is DNA. What is virus that infects bacteria? Bacteriophage, bacteria eating. Virus that infects bacteria. So this virus is having the capacity to infect bacteria. Imagine this is a bacteria. This is a bacteria. So this is a bacteria. This virus is having the capacity to infect bacteria. Means it comes and sits over bacteria, then actually it introduces its genetic material DNA into the bacteria. Now imagine this phage now after attaching to the bacterial surface, now introduces its genetic material into the bacteria, introduces its genetic material. Now this is introduced inside here. Now this bacteria is having its own genetic material. What is this? This is the viral DNA. This is the viral DNA. Once the viral DNA enters inside the host. Now what is that bacteria here? It is the host. Bacteria is the host. Once this viral DNA is introduced into the bacterial cell behaves like this, as if it is its own. This viral DNA is considered by the bacterial cell as if it is its own and synthesizes, which one? Host cell synthesizes new viral particles. Many new viral particles are produced inside the virus, inside the bacterial cell. So what is that? This is called infection. So what is the infection? Virus that infects bacteria. Viruses are having the capacity to infect bacteria cell. A virus comes and sits over the bacterial cell, then introduces its genetic material inside. Host cell considers this DNA as if it was its own, and synthesizes new viral particles. Finally, the bacterial cell got lysed by the new viral particle produced. Bacterial cell gets lysed, breakdown because of the new viral particles produced. That is infection. So what is that? Virus that infects a bacterial cell. Viruses are having the capacity to infect a bacteria cell and have the capacity to kill, destroy, to eat the bacterial cell. Experiment, Hershey and Chase grew phages in culture plates containing radioactive substances. They cultured phages in culture plates containing radioactive substances, these two, phosphorus 32 and sulfur 35. Phosphorus 32 and sulfur 35. Why they took these two? Phosphorus is one of the component of DNA. Sulfur is one of the component of protein. Sulfur is one of the component of protein. Their experiment was to find out whether the genetic material is protein or nucleic acid, DNA. Genetic material is protein or DNA. For that they grew bacteriophages in two separate culture medias containing radioactive substances. In one they took phosphorus 32 and in another they took sulfur 35. So separately they grew phages. Imagine these are the two separate culture plates. Here cultured phages in culture media containing P32, radioactive phosphorus 32. Here they cultured phages in the media, they took sulfur 35. Phages which are grown in radioactive culture media containing P32 took P32 in their DNA, and those which are cultured in sulfur 35, they took sulfur 35 in their protein coat. I will explain in another way. Now P32S35, this is a phage which are cultured in culture plates containing P32, then their DNA become radioactive. So radioactive I will show in a pink color, radioactive. Whereas in this case they found like this. So what is that? Here is the radioactive, means P32 culture media contain radioactivity in phosphorus, and phosphorus is one of the component of DNA. Sulfur is one of the component of protein. Those phages which are grew in this culture plates had radioactivity in their DNA. Those which are cultured in these culture plates had radioactivity in protein coat. Now these scientists tried to infect these two types of separate phages in two sets to E. coli. Separate sets into E. coli. So those phages which are grown in culture plates containing phosphorus 32 had radioactivity in their DNA. Those which are cultured in culture plates containing sulfur 35, radioactive sulfur 35, become radioactive only in the protein coat. Next continuation. They infected separately in two sets using those two bacteriophages. See, this is the phage which is grown in the culture media containing P32, which took the radioactive phosphorus in its DNA. Phosphorus is a component of DNA. So, this is a bacteriophage which is grown in the culture plate containing radioactive phosphorus, which took radioactive, the DNA becomes radioactive in this case. So, pink color is the radioactive material. Then first step is infection. First step is infection. In two separate sets, I will explain first set, infection. So, what is infection? I already told. The phage comes and sits over the bacterial cell and then introduces its genetic material inside. That is called infection. Phage comes and sits and introduces its genetic material. These two are the genetic material of the phage. This is the genetic material of the bacteria. So, first step is infection. First step is infection. Next step is blending. This mixture this mixture is taken in a blender. Is a electric machine which helps in mixing. Blending just to separate the protein coat. This is the protein coat, outer one is protein coat, just to separate the protein coat from the bacteria cell. So, after blending, the protein coat got separated from the bacterial cell. So, blender, it is agitated andre stirred. Agitated is stirring, agitated is stirred in a blender just to separate the protein coat from the bacteria, Then it is subjected to infection followed by blending, subjected to a process known as spinning. The content is taken in centrifuge test tubes and spinning is done. Just to do like this, during spinning the centrifuge test tubes are somewhat like this, During spinning, what happens? Heavy one settles at the bottom and light one remains at the top. The light one is called supernatant. So, after centrifugation, now what is that? Coat is separated. This is the bacteria. These are the phage DNA. This mixture culture is centrifuged. Subjected to centrifugation using centrifugating machine. Centrifugation in which spinning is done. As a result, heavy one settles at the bottom, light one remains at the top. And at the end of centrifugation, the supernatant was found like this. Supernatant, the one which is at the top, supernatant, and the one which settled at the bottom was found there like this. So, radioactivity was found in the bacteria. Whereas the supernatant was not radioactive when this type of phages are used. Now, observe the same thing, same steps: infection, blending and centrifugation. In this case, these phages had radioactivity in their protein coat, not in the DNA. Infection. Now, this DNA, their DNA got incorporated into the bacterial cell. So, next step is blending. Coat got separated. What about in centrifugation? The viral particles remain separate. From the bacterial cell. Viral particles remain at the top, bacterial cells remain at the bottom. Here separation of the protein coat, here separation of the viral particles. Now, see here, the protein coat are separated, now this. Then it is subjected to centrifugation. Again, at the end of centrifugation, what like this? These are the viral particles, protein coats, these are the bacteria. Here, radioactivity was found in the bacterial cell, whereas here, no radioactivity was found in the bacterial cell. Radioactivity was found in the supernatant. So, that was the experiment. They grew phages in two culture media containing radioactive substances phosphorus and sulfur. Phosphorus and sulfur. Phosphorus is one of the component of DNA and sulfur is a component of protein, just to see whether the genetic material is protein or DNA. Genetic material is protein or DNA. Then they infected the bacterial cells separately by using those two phages. This is one type of phage, this is another type of phage. Next continuation, observe. Connect this sentence for this experiment. Bacteria infected with phages having radioactive DNA. This one. Bacteria which are infected with the phages having radioactive DNA found radioactive. Whereas the supernatant was not found radioactive. Yes, bacteria infected with phages having radioactive DNA found radioactive and the supernatant was not found radioactive. Another sentence. Bacteria which are infected with the phages having radioactive protein were not found radioactive, whereas the supernatant was found radioactive. That is this. Bacteria which are attacked by phages having radioactive sulfur were not found radioactive. Instead, in that case, the supernatant was found radioactive. Yes. So the conclusion is what? Conclusion is DNA is the infecting agent that made the bacteria radioactive. DNA is the infecting agent that made the bacteria radioactive. That is the conclusion. So first case what? Bacteria infected with phages having radioactive DNA found radioactive and the supernatant was not found radioactive. In another case, bacteria which are infected with the phages having S35, in that case bacteria were not found radioactive, the supernatant was found radioactive. So conclusion is DNA is the infecting agent that made the bacteria radioactive. So the title was the genetic material is DNA. Yes, hence DNA is the genetic material and not the protein was concluded by Hershey and Chase. So conclusion is DNA is the infecting agent that made bacteria radioactive. Hence, DNA is the genetic material and not the protein. Thank you.